One contextually targeted ads was about politics. Must be targeting people who are visiting Times of India website because it's a news website, and most of the people who read news also have some interest in politics. So you can see, okay, this is an ad, Times of India itself, but it's an ad, right? So it's actually targeted ads because the context of me being a news website is that I'm always interested in news. Let's see one of the India-based news, wherein these are all China, US, Pakistan related news. But let's see one of the India-based news is Shah introduces three bills. Yeah. So this ad by Times of India itself is a completely targeted ad to me because I'm on a page that talks about news. So it talks about ad topic, keywords, language, or location preferences, ads that are only to be shown to people in areas, host site overarching theme, or browsing histories of website recent visitors. I'll show you one example of a host website's overarching theme. I was recently on WeTransfer, trying to share some files, and I got an ad of Oppenheimer the movie. Not sure if that ad will be still here. It's probably not. There's an ad about small print, but no, that ad is not there. But that was one of the best ads I've seen in a long time, wherein people who are using movies or high-end, they usually also transfer big files because they are, let's say, movie makers or filmmakers or any of that. That's the reason they advertised on WeTransfer, because the whole theme of the website WeTransfer is about big files and high quality files and etc. And Oppenheimer the movie was about high quality movie and IMAX film, etc., etc. So that's about contextually targeted ads. Topic targeting. Now, this is very interesting because Google allows you to pick from a list of topics and will match your ad to relevant pages on display, network, or YouTube. It also lets you specifically exclude topics that are underperforming or unrelated to your message. Topic targeting is like affinity targeting, except that your ads are matched with the websites rather than users. Then one of my most favorites, site placed ads. If you would prefer to hand pick the websites that you will host your ad, website placement targeting is your best bet. You can select entire sites or individual pages within sites. You can even combine placement targeting with contextual targeting with this approach. You choose a site and let Google select the most relevant pages for your ad. This is a site placed ads look. Let's say somebody wants to advertise specifically on a tech based website. That's the reason Kaspersky, NYC, European, all of these brands are advertising on this page. Now let's talk about the pros and cons of the ads, because it's very important to know what are the good things that it has and what are the bad things that display ads has. Obviously, no form of advertising is perfect for any company. Before you decide whether to invest or not in display ads, consider one of these benefits, because it's very important to know the good and the bad of anything. Display ads lead to better brand awareness. Obviously, unlike native ads that are mimic editorial content, display ads are clearly advertisement. While that sometimes means that people will ignore them on principle, it also means that audiences immediately recognize that they are seeing a message from your brand. Display ads convey your message quickly. Most display ads are based on visuals and not text. Your audience doesn't have to read all the way through an article or infographic to get to your brand message the way they do with content marketing or native ads. Even when people scroll past these messages, they still make an impression. Display ads are easy to create and place. Compared to other forms of digital advertising, display ads don't require complex integration with publisher sites. They can go on almost any site that's part of the participating ad network without much technical expertise. Display ads reach customers at every stage of the funnel. A well thought out digital advertising campaign can help you reach your target audience at any stage of the decision making process. From need awareness to purchase readiness, all you need is a knowledge of targeting methods. For example, if you sell home appliances, you could post custom intent ads to reach people who have been searching for new models of stoves or washing machines. You could then cast a wider net by posting a contextually targeted ad on home improvement sites, real estate blogs, or even parenting forums. That's a great strategy, actually. And pro number five, display ads provide great value for money. While relatively few people actually click display ads, they can help you reach the largest segment in your target market. Their reach is as broad as that of traditional advertising while being less obtrusive. A display ad is much less disruptive than a television or radio spot, especially if it's been matched with relevant content. Cons of display ads. One of the most common con that we face in everyday life is people don't like ads. Consumers today believe that ads are more frequent and intrusive than they were in the past. Overt advertising makes many people feel annoyed, and then people are annoyed with online ads. They tend to use ad blocking software so that they don't see any of them at all. Con number two is display ads can be too minimal. Display ads are meant to deliver your message as quickly and simply as possible, but their short length can work against them. It has been found that they are most effective when they lead viewers to long form content. Ads are most effective when they lead viewers to long form content. While display advertising is useful, it probably won't be a real powerhouse behind your marketing strategy. Con number three, they have relatively low click-through and conversion rates. Click-through rates for banner ads average around 0.1%, a lower total than many other forms of online advertising. They are usually lower conversions. Most people see banner ads early on in their buying journey, so they are best used as part of long-term marketing plan. Your display ads can pique a potential customer interest and prepare them for more in-depth content later. The pros and cons of display ads. Uh, they give us better brand awareness. They convey message quickly. They are easy to create and place. They can reach audience at every funnel, and they provide a great value for money. But at the same time, people don't like ads. They don't want to see it. They can be small. At the same time, of being too easy to create, they can be too minimal, and they have a relatively small or lower click-through rate and conversion rate. I usually personally use only display ads for brand awareness and to retarget people. Most probably that's all. Now let's talk about how your display ad performance. Now, in order to allocate resources and run a successful campaign, you must determine the effectiveness of your display ads. Whether you are using Google Ads or another platform, you can track campaign performance throughout the entire campaign and make adjustments where necessary. There are few key metrics to keep an eye on when measuring your campaign, including impressions, reach, cost, CTR, and conversion rate. Impressions, as we've already talked about, they are the number of times your ad was displayed on a website. Your campaign impressions should grow over the life of your advertising campaign, as this proves you are reaching a wider audience. uh, Reach, people often get impressions and reach confused. Reach is the number of individuals who saw the ad, while impressions measure the times your ad appeared on a so impressions is how many times a person has seen your ad, whereas reach is how many unique users have you reached with your ad campaign. Cost is nothing but the number. The You can measure the total cost of the running campaign, cost per click or cost per thousand impressions, etc. Can be understood with the cost. Display advertising typically uses the CPM method. CTR, we all know about click through rate. The number of clicks your ad generates divided by the number of impressions is the CTR. CTRs are displayed as percentages that represent how much of your audience clicked on your display ads. Conversion rate, depending on your campaign, you might have more than one conversion action, whether it's having a customer purchase or product or sign up for a mailing list. That's a conversion rate. Now let's talk about the best practices for display ads. These are some of the practices that I use, and I would like you all to use it as well. With any form of advertising, the effectiveness of a display ad depends on its design. Here are the few guidelines that will help you stay on the right track. Pop-ups and any viewers can get rid of by scrolling away. These tactics will certainly get people to know, but not in the way you'd like. Instead, try placing a static ad near the edge of the screen or within the site's text. Another rule of thumb is to make sure that your ad doesn't cover more than one third of the screen. High ad density can irritate users. The content they came to see, especially if they are on mobile devices. Very simple design, which shows your brand story. It is very important to show your brand story. But display ads are often too small to include every detail. To avoid overwhelming users, stick with a simple design and use as few words as you can to get your messages across. Go for quality over quantity because you are only including the essentials. Make sure everything looks good. Use high resolution images, easily readable type, and a logo that's clear and bold. Remember to preview your every ad before you export. Last but not the least, include a strong call to action. Call to action is my most important thumb rule. Your call to action or CTA is the most important part of your display ad. An effective CTA will encourage users to click through to your site's homepage, a specific product page, or specific promotion. It can be tempting to create a CTA like click here or continue, but getting specific will make it much more effective. Here are some of the tips for creating a strong CTA. Make your CTA benefit oriented. CTAs like download a free ebook or find out more lets you viewers know that they'll receive something of value if they click through. Use persuasive language, entice your viewers with promotional items or potential discounts. Create urgency or convince your audience that they'll lose out if they navigate away from your ad. Make the buttons focus. Your CTA shouldn't be easy to find, it should be impossible to miss. Now, these are the best practices that I follow personally when it comes to display ads. When it comes to display ads, be respectful of your audience, use simple design, go for quality over quantity, and include a strong CTA. I'll be taking a couple of questions if anybody has any doubts or questions regarding display ads. Other than that, y'all can just fill the form for your certificate, and then we can end the webinar after that.